Hi everyone, this is the Traveling Tacos. In this video today, you will see some tips and information on where to stay in Tulum, Mexico. I just got back from my bachelorette party and we had an absolutely spectacular time. The first thing I did in our planning process, I planned this trip for a little over a year. I know, sounds a little crazy, but we've been engaged for 2 years now, so I knew Tulum was exactly where I wanted to have my bachelorette trip, and the first thing I did in my booking process was find a place to stay. I knew that having a great place to come back to was either going to make or break our trip, and I think we found the absolute most perfect place in Tulum for our large group. I wanted to share with you all exactly how we found this Airbnb and why we chose it over hotels and other places in Tulum, where the location was, and all the great details about this Airbnb. If you want to read more, you can head to my blog, thetravelingtacos.com/Mexico, where I write about our entire trip, our detailed itinerary, places to eat, places to party, and explain in a whole lot more detail about the place that we chose to stay. You can also find a link to the Airbnb down in the caption of this video. Now, here's how we found this spot. First, I looked up all the things we wanted to do and see in Tulum. I scoured the internet for months. I read tons of reviews online, looked all over Pinterest, checked out every place's social media channels, and when I discovered that most of the places we wanted to go were along the beach, I then narrowed down the places we wanted to stay closer to them. I like to use Google Maps to save all my locations, and it made it a lot easier as I was starting to review and look at places to see exactly the area that we were going to be in. After further looking into it, I also learned that there is only one road that leads from town to the beach, and it can get pretty congested. It's also not a very well-maintained road, so renting a car, riding a bike, riding a moped is really not the smartest option either. There are no Ubers or Lyfts in Tulum, only taxis. And I had read online that because of this, sometimes the drivers will just pick random fares. And I didn't want any of my girlfriends getting screwed over on prices. And with our large group of 9 people, I definitely didn't feel that calling cabs and taxis was going to be the safest thing after we had all had a couple drinks. I weighed all of the pros and cons, and after looking further into it, I decided that staying near the beach was going to be well worth the higher price. And when I say higher price, I mean it was probably 3 to 5 times more expensive to stay near the beach than it was to stay in town. And that was either between hotels or Airbnbs. We chose an Airbnb because we like to have the freedom of having our own kitchen, and then the place we found had its own private chef, security guard, and just was a lot easier to have one place for everyone to gather instead of multiple hotel rooms. With all that being said though, the place we found was worth every single penny. And as I explained in my other YouTube video, Tulum is a very pricey place. I have to be upfront about that. I tried my hardest when in my planning to tell the girls exactly how much to budget for, but certain things came up, and our Airbnb, we spared no expense. I mean it was a pretty penny, but it was really worth it. The location was absolutely prime. It was right across the street from one of the most popular clubs, Taboo. And I have to put in this note that because of where it was located, it was pretty noisy. Tulum in general is a party town. Bars don't close till well after 3 a.m. So no matter where you stay, on the beach or in town, it is probably going to be noisy. Unless you find a nice secluded place in the jungle, I recommend that you bring headphones, earplugs, no matter where you are staying. It's going to help you get a lot better night's sleep, and also maybe bring an eye mask because some of the places didn't have mini blinds as well either. One of the best features of our Airbnb was that it came with a 24-hour security guard and maintenance man. With the location being right off the main street near the beach, this made us feel so safe. Lucio was the absolute best. I really wish I had taken a picture or a video with him so that I could show you guys and really give him the props that he deserved. He stayed up through all hours of the night to make sure all of us in our group got home safely. He would meet us at the street, walk us down the driveway, make sure that nobody was following us, and then would lock the gate behind us. He was a truly remarkable, kind man, and this Airbnb, having him, made us as a group of solo ladies feel so much safer than anywhere else we could have ever found to stay. The first night, our host also arranged a private chef to come to the house and cook us the most delicious 5-6 course meal of seafood, steak, and cocktails to go with each dish. It was spectacular, and this was a really easy way for everyone to get to know each other on our first night, since not everybody knew each other before arriving. This was one of the major selling points of the house. It was listed right on the main part of their Airbnb listing, and it helped me choose them over everywhere else that we found. So overall, the Casa Cosmo Tulum was amazing. There was so much room for the 9 of us as a group, and it probably could have slept 12 comfortably. The location, the staff, the place itself was just remarkable. I mean, absolutely top notch, and really made our trip something special. If you want to book the Casa Cosmo Tulum yourself, please head to my blog, thetravelingtacos.com/Mexico, where you can see in more detail about the place, and you can also look in the caption of this video to find the Airbnb listing. Please tell Sarah and Chloe that Taylor sent you, because they will love to hear it and they will give you the top-notch customer service. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you enjoyed this video or want to know more about Tulum, and also check out my social media channels at The Traveling Tacos, where I share a whole lot more stuff on there. It was a lot easier for me to have my phone than my camera out in Tulum, so I took plenty of videos on all of my social media channels. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.